My name is Zach Richter, and this video is Resistance. I have always been someone interested in both politics and debate. I have always been interested in trying to speak my mind. I started in high school. I wanted to be on the debate team. I couldn't be on the debate team. I couldn't have a ride home from school all the nights that were necessary. I was part of the Junior Statesman of America, this video is resistance because as a person who stutters, and you heard me stutter once already, I have always been afraid to record my voice, and that is because sometimes as you heard earlier, I stutter over syllables, and it's unpredictable when, but I know when I get really passionate, as I'm getting right now, because I recognize that this video is resistance, I stutter. I start to stutter more, and so this is an archive of a series of life moments of discomfort. You know, my speech therapist told me that if I talk like this, I could avoid ever stuttering. And I would talk like this sometimes, but it sounded really sing-songy. And it would not allow me to get passionate. And I get really, really passionate sometimes. I'm also on the autism spectrum, and that means I get anxious all the time. And being anxious means that sometimes I won't be able to speak slowly and calmly and in a fake sing-songy voice. So despite what my speech therapist told me, I've been stuttering, and I'm not afraid to stutter. And in person, I'm used to hearing myself stutter. But when I see this recording that I'm going to show to all of you, I'm going to be nervous because I'm going to hear myself stutter, and I'm hyper aware of that stuttering. And there's nothing wrong with that stuttering. My dad did it. I count myself as part of a group throughout history who has had that speech impediment, and it is part of my identity. And yet, there is enormous fear in me, and there are all these, there was enormous fear in me about having that voice, that hole in the sentence, that hole between words, present on tape or recorded. And there's no reason for that nervousness to be there. And so this is an archive of disability discrimination, of what Fiona Kabari-Campbell calls ableism. And one of the prime examples was when I was trying to join my policy debate team at Western Connecticut State University. And initially what I was told when I said I wanted to join was that I couldn't because I stuttered. And the person who told me that wasn't a long time debater. They weren't representative of the team. But it says something. It says something when people hold you back for that. And to all the policy debate people who think they're innocent of ableism, they're not. They're not. I know that that because in my debate speeches I stuttered. Some people didn't hear arguments. They marked me down as a speaker. They marked me down. And so just being willing to be here and video blog about stuttering, about my pride as a stutterer, about my refusal to let those barriers, those holes in my speech, which define the way I talk and my discourse, my refusal to let that hold me down. This is resistance, friends. This video is a little micro revolution. It is micro resistance in the sense of Foucault. It is a system which cares for me when I'm extremely sick, which allows me to live. But it is that same system which locks down my voice and makes me feel nervous whenever I want my voice to be inside of the inner wires of that system. So within this video and within other videos that I'm going to start video blogging, I'm going to stutter. And guess what? If someone has a problem with it, fuck them. I am proud of being a multiply disabled person, of being on the spectrum and being a stutterer. I am proud of that hole in speech, because that hole will be a hole which will forced questioning of discriminatory ideas, you know, and I'm proud of that pull in my speech. And so this is my video blog. This is September of 2013. I'm a master's student in disability studies, and this is in a University of Illinois Chicago dorm. And this is my video blog about you know, my first one. And I'm dedicating it to the issue of stuttering, because stuttering is what has made it so difficult for me to video blog in general. And so that is the end of the video. And if anyone has questions about it, you know, you can probably comment. If I get a lot of hateful comments, I'm gonna disable comments. That's how it's gonna be, you know. That's how it's gonna be. But you know, I'd like to hear what everyone thinks.